Okay, this just arrived today. I've been in bed most of the day, been sleeping. I knew this was going to be a clusterfuck remix. Okay, okay. You want to hear how embarrassing this film mix sounds so far. So far, there's not much happening at the beginning. I had to advance forward by so many minutes. Right. Okay, I'll just go back. Go back a bit. Right, your first overhead surround effect, right, will be on the height 1. Okay, the helicopter there. Wow, big deal. There. And then the next shot coming up sounds, what the fuck? Why is this vehicle on the middle overhead with all these people now? There's nothing on the other channels. Just that. And then that does not make sense. Unless that fucking... Okay, let me pause it. Unless that vehicle is fucking something out of Back to the Future, and it's suddenly going along the road, and then it's rising above the road, and it's flying overhead sort of thing. What the fuck? What idiot? I bet it's that Formosa group, you know, that overrated bunch of Hollywood re-recording mixers that probably don't do much feature films anymore. Now they're doing all this bloody crap, yeah, and turning classic film mixes into garbage. Because whoever mixed that shouldn't even be near a mixing console. That makes no sense whatsoever. I can't undo that. What am I going to do? Replug the middle overhead surround and put it on the floor? I suppose so. But what's going to happen as we progress? Still, you know, crowds of people. Back at the front now. Okay. Enough of that. Let's go to the infamous fucking Irene. I think it's coming up soon. Oh yeah, there's the car. Fucking Irene will be coming up in a moment. Got to advance it forward 60 seconds. Oh look, it's the Incredible Hulk. Oh look, he's worried. Yeah, I'm not surprised he's worried.
Says this is the building.
That's up there. What a crap sound mix so far. Up on height 1, and for those that don't know how my system's presently running, I've got my middle overhead surround that's going to the Dolby CP55 in the kitchen, but I've got height 1 on this channel here and this channel there. Height number 3 at the back is on here and on there. But so far, that's what's only happening. Come up in a second.
Sir, he says this is the building.
That's height number 1 channel. It's like listening to a silent movie. Dolby Atmos is crap. Object based. It still sounds like channel based.
Now he's saying the building's actually a couple blocks down.
Now he's actually saying this sound mix at Formosa is a load of crap. And I actually threw it in the cat litter. I did a live video with it going in the cat litter on Facebook, and here we go. Oh dear, this is where Michael Minkler and that other guy's, oh dear, their Academy Award winning in the fucking cat litter. Garbage. Garbage. What a load of crap. What a load of crap. I might as well put Star Trek 4 back on. because this is starting to make me yawn. Okay. I haven't got much recording time on, so I have to make this snappy. I haven't got much recording time on the SD card. Oh god, fucking hell, it's just getting boring now. Might as well just call it Black Boring Down. Black Black Dumb Remix Down. Oh look, there's loads of fucking helicopters. But okay, we've got fucking Irene up there. There's fucking Irene up there, yeah. And then it cuts to that, but now does this make sense, boys and girls? Right, we've got fucking helicopter blades like there, like, you know, the blades are above them in the helicopter, yeah. But you come to a shot like this, yeah, and that, you'd surely hear that, like, there. Fucking hell, it'd be everywhere, for Christ's sakes. If you get a bit too high, you get decapitated. Well, my remote control would. Oh, fuck. What? No fucking Irene on the overhead? Fuck you, Sony. I bet it's one of these Brian Vissia, bloody Sony Formosa, bloody... No, now we got bloody, you know... I bet whoever the re-recording mixer was really... He really knows... He or she really knows their XYZ. And as a matter of fact, Z-axis, yeah, is from here up to there. That's, well, whoop, to the ceiling, right down to the floor. That is a Z-axis. Dolby Atmos starts here, halfway, because that's where the surrounds are usually placed, and then it goes from there up to the ceiling and then back down. That's only half of a Z-axis. What a fucking con. So please, everybody, boys and girls, get clued up, alright? Alright? Wake up your IQ, for Christ's sakes. This isn't true XYZ. If it was, there'll be bloody speakers on the floor, yeah? A floor-based, literally. And I don't mean I don't mean bloody tower speakers and all that. Tower speakers are a load of crap. That is not fucking floor-based. You put floor-based speakers there, then you got your other ones there, and then you got your other ones there. Or rather, because hearing is very sophisticated, myself included, I would have had something like this format. So you got like stereo surround on the floor, like there, and you could probably matrix it to get a phantom. So you could probably get a third, 1, 2, 3, and then you have something in the corners, yeah, and then up the wall, and then up in the corner there, and then you come a little bit further over, another, and maybe one in the middle, and there. Well, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whatever. You get the idea, boys and girls, and then you go back to the back, up in the corner, da da da, and then middle, da da da, and then in the lower corners at the back of the room, da da da, and then in the fronts, da 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 da, and then da 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 da, and then below, da 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 da. That's how it should be bloody done. And then sound and phantoms and all that could be, it could then wow my ears, even though it's still going to be fake and crap at the end of the day, but it'd be a whole lot better than this crap garbage that I'm listening to. Sorry, but that is the reality. That's where the bloody overhead is at the moment, on height number 1. Bloody boring. Is this how the rest of this film mix is going to be, for Christ's sakes? Oh. Getting something on the height number 3 at the moment now. Where's that going? Oh, he's having a drink. Oh look, they're flying around. Wow. And this is that is crap as well, because you think about helicopters, right? They'd be all at different altitudes, yeah? Dolby Labs haven't got, you know, if Dolby Labs had a brain, right? An IQ brain, they would be like me. Now you think of that helicopter there, right? That's at that altitude, yeah. And the point of view back here, there's another a helicopter, obviously, isn't there, following the other one, and then most likely be another one that's slightly higher up and slightly lower. So that's why you got to have this specific channel layout, what that I say, not what they say, because that doesn't even come near or close to how I listen to sound in the real world. Even in my room, for Christ's sakes. I'm sick and tired of ranting this. And if you think DTSX is going to be any better, you're in for a big disappointment. And if you think Oro is going to be, or Limax 12 channel, you're in for a sheer big, huge disappointment, because they're copycatting everything else. They're doing the same overhead synchronizing bullshit and getting the masses. Me, I'm not really the masses. I rarely buy this crap now. I don't buy it like, oh, people that are hungry for it. Christ's sakes. That's why it's ended up in a cat litter in less than 10 minutes of the running time of the film, for Christ's sakes. Right, where's the helicopter going to go now? It's over there. There. So, and that makes no fucking sense. Christ's sakes, what? They're up there, yeah. You listen to this. The geometry, right? Oh, he's listening. You see, he's listening. Now, helicopters are right out in the distance. They're hundreds of feet away. Why are they bloody sounding up there, for Christ's sakes? I know they're on the free screen, or I've got 5 screen here, matrixed. Well, I got these muted at the moment because I know what this film mix sounds like. I've listened to it so many times. But that makes no bloody sense hearing it up there, because that sounds like they got a group of helicopters back there in the distance and another group that's just up there that's ahead of them. And that makes no sense. That isn't like how it is. That is dreadfully mixed. God on Bennett. God on Bennett. Look, you'd think you'd hear atmospheric sounds like people walking around on the roof above, because there's people all walking around. Look. Boring, typical, boring. You know, I've heard all this overhead shit back in UCI cinema when I was a projectionist, and all the 10 screens at Tower Park had overhead surrounds. Yeah, and it might have been running Dolby CP55 with Dolby SR, but I've heard all this overhead before, you know. I've heard it even with Star Wars, Close Encounters, Moonraker, the Odeon in Bournemouth, Screen 1, Screen 2. Screen 1 upstairs had a circular Cinerama screen with a circular ceiling, and the 6 surround speakers were flush mounted in the ceiling, and it did sound good, because I even remember when I saw The Abyss, I could even hear some of the people, I think they were slightly in front of me, and they said, oh, that sounded good. And that was when the submarine, the DSRV or whatever it is, the submersible docks with the deep core thing, yeah, it docks and you hear clonk clonk. You know, when you see the docking collar coming over, it goes and you hear a clonk clonk. And they said, oh, that sounded good. You see, I've got a photographic memory when it comes to sound. In Odeon Screen 2 downstairs, before it was gutted in 1989, that used to have side surrounds and back surrounds, and that was kind of common, even in most cinemas. But it had a twist. It had overhead surrounds that were flush mounted in the ceiling. They were scattered around, evenly spaced throughout the auditorium. I think maybe 4 or 6 of them in the ceiling, specifically placed. So I've heard all this shit before, you know. You even hear it in shopping centres, airports, PA speakers above you, you hear public announcements, for Christ's sakes. Oh, today's shopping deal, we got Black Hawk Down. It's a real great mix. Come and buy it at the 4K stall. Let's mute the other mute number, height number 1 and height number 3. Just a little bit on height number 2 there on the middle. Okay, let's unmute the other height channels. I mean, why did they have to fuck up the opening of this film, for Christ's sakes? They know people like me are listening. I know Formosa are probably reading, they probably know about me, because I've been ranting about how rain should sound. And I even mentioned it to one of these Formosa mixers, oh gosh, a few years ago on Facebook. But and then the little sly little bugger, yeah, what he does is, in a video, I can't remember what video it was, it might be that home theatre geek thing, yeah, he even mentioned and started to more or less speak in the way how I was speaking to him when I was typing it to him. He started copying, like, you know, he didn't have a brain. Sorry, but, you know, what you need is people that are called sound directors to say where this should be and where this shouldn't be. Because I'm looking at the picture, and the picture is that framing there. It's like if we all walk around with a bit of black cardboard, yeah, covering the rest of our peripheral vision, and it's placed out so far, and we see like that scope image, yeah. I don't want IMAX, I mean Limax. We don't want that crap, right? Traditional scope or widescreen, okay? That's what we're going to see. And then you move around and, you know, that's our point of view. And then, you know, you got sound behind you, below you, your footsteps walking around. And do I have to educate people, for Christ's sakes? Anyway. I mean, not even Poppy Crumb at Dolby Labs, that chief scientist, she doesn't even talk in the ways like, she gives it so much babble, and it's like, what the bloody hell are Dolby Labs smoking, for Christ's sakes? I once respected that company, but I got no respect for it, because they stole my you could say CBS centre back surround idea, or what's called Dolby EX, not the Dolby EX on anyway. Battery time's running out now, so anyway, that's enough of that.